誰みたいだよ。
Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Antoine Leconte, and this is my review of Moonlight in Tokyo. I apologize for the sunglasses, but currently my left eye looks like something out of the Edison Chen photo collection, and no one needs to see that. Besides, now I can just read my notes straight through, so the editing will be a lot smoother. Maybe. Moonlight in Tokyo is a 2005 film written and directed by Alan Mack and Felix Chong. I saw it in the cinema in Hong Kong and then rewatched it on DVD so I could do this review. It's the story of a down-on-his-luck Tokyo pimp named Hoi, played by Chapman. He borrowed a lot of money from a loan shark to put white meat on the menu. Unfortunately, these streetwalkers take their job a little too literally and walk away from him. Now he owes a lot of money to the loan shark, and he has seemingly no way to pay it back. What's a pimp to do? Leon Lai plays Jun, a mildly retarded man who has apparently been abandoned by his family in Tokyo. Through a chance encounter, these two strangers meet, get to know each other, and form a weird alliance. Imagine Forrest Gump meets Deuce Bigalow. Yes, this movie is about a mildly retarded Chinese man who becomes a gigolo who pretends to be Korean in Tokyo. Now you know why I'm really wearing the sunglasses. Actually, as weird as this movie is, it's also pretty good. The film's opening scene has some interesting technical work that transforms a typical Hong Kong home into a ballet stage without the use of computers. The principals in the film do a really good jobs with their roles. Chapman is entertaining, and not just because he's Chapman. He really fills out his character. That's not a fat joke, adding depth that helps us to understand and even like him. Leon Lai handles his role with subtlety and skill, also making his character convincing. Ah-chun isn't as simple as he first appears, no pun intended, and Leon does really well playing both sides of the character. The supporting cast, which includes Michelle Ye and Roy Chung, also do a good job, but they have much tighter narrative confines. They don't get a chance to fill out their characters since they're simply not there as much. They're not as fleshed out as the main characters, but they still do a pretty good job with what little they're given to work with. Because the film takes the viewer on a roller coaster of comic highs and dramatic lows, the actors deserve even more credit for doing such a good job. The film itself is layered with symbolism and meaning, some of it very subtle and some of it sledgehammer obvious. But the film is always entertaining, whether it's waxing serious about the meaning of life or giving us one of the most bizarre training sequences in the history of Hong Kong movies. There are a number of subplots in the film, and while some are useful, others seem, unfortunately, kind of undernourished. The end of the film features a pretty big shock. While it can be seen in some ways as a fairly obvious contrivance by the filmmakers, it's still a pretty big surprise. I knew it was coming the second time I watched the movie, and it still got me. Moonlight in Tokyo is a film that tries to be a lot of different things, but for a change, it succeeds in being almost all of them. I can definitely recommend that you see this movie, but let's face it, I'm going to recommend that you buy it, because that's what you're supposed to do. In the description, there's a link where you can buy this movie. I would really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, leave me a comment. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe, because that way you can see all the new videos right away. Again, I apologize for wearing these sunglasses, but believe me, you don't want to see what's underneath. Thanks for watching.